Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Citizen AY, the platform where we speak truth to power. This evening, this is the third broadcast that we're sharing with you. I want you all to focus on this minister. The minister, defense minister, says, "Don't be coward, defend yourself against bandits." You heard it from his lips. What he's actually saying is this. If you listen, I'll interpret what he's saying. Listen to this. You see, they are happy to have an army around themselves. But the army that's meant to be protecting the people, the citizens, they're not there. So they're coming to tell us, don't be a coward, defend yourself against bandits. Listen, let's listen to what he has to say. Let's listen.
Is it the responsibility of the military alone? It's the responsibility of everybody to keep alert and find safety when necessary.
That is an admission of failure. Is it the responsibility of the military alone? Yes, it is. That's the job of the military, to protect the borders. Go and try and do that in UK. The military protect the borders, the French, everybody, they protect their border. That's their responsibility. The people can assist them, yes. But the primary responsibility of the government under section 14.2a is the safety and security of the citizens, is the responsibility of government. Now, let me go and buttress that point, because now I'm actually steaming now. Because that first feeling, I was going to be quiet, but I just could not be quiet when it's spewing lies. Let me go and read to you. I'll bring out the Nigerian Constitution, and I want to break it line by line, because what he's saying here is it's a fallacy, it's a lie, and they're refusing to take responsibility for their actions. They want one Nigeria, but they're refusing to provide. They are refusing to provide the conditions that will make that viable. They are putting the citizens in danger. So section 14.2a, I believe it is. Let me just bring it up, and I'll then show you that above my head. Let me see if I can bring that to you. 1 second. 14.2a coming up. I believe it is 14.2a. Sorry, 2b. Sorry, it's 14.2b. So now, watch this now. I'm going to bring it up here. You will see it, not that one. 1 second. Here we are. Now, you will see it come up now. Okay, so I'm going to highlight it for you. Because when they are saying this nonsense, people don't, he's saying it's not the responsibility of the government. Listen. Here we go. Right away, he is lying to you. And I'm going to read to you the section. And we know what I will do. I'm going to play back what he said. And you will hear him now. Now, listen, it says here, the security and welfare of the people shall be the primary purpose of government. They have failed. This government has failed. What is said now is an open admission of failure. It's an open admission of failure. Listen to this now. I'm going to pull it back. Watch this. Watch now.
The military alone.
Let's go from the beginning.
Is it the responsibility of the military alone? It's the responsibility of everybody to keep alert and find safety when necessary. But we shouldn't be cowards. At times, the banditry will only come with about 3 rounds of ammunition. When they fire shot, everybody runs. In our younger days, we stand to fight any aggression coming to us.
What he's not telling us that they're the ones, the federal government of Nigeria are the ones sponsoring terrorism against the citizens. You heard me right. The federal government of Nigeria are the ones sponsoring terrorism against citizens, largely in the south. In the south of the country, they are the ones sponsoring them. They even paid 800 million naira compensation for those who kidnapped people in Niger. Just yesterday. So this man is talking nonsense. And again, I go back to this point. 14.2b. Here we go. The security and welfare of the people shall be the primary purpose of government. And now, let me listen. I'll go further.
I don't know why people are running away from mano, thing like that. They should stand and let these people know that even the villagers, they have the competence and capability to defend themselves. But our own duty is to ensure no Nigerian is hurt and we're capable of protecting the integrity.
This is talking nonsense. You are not protecting the integrity of Nigeria. Did you actually? Let's listen to those words, and I will explain to you what he actually is talking about. Listen. Sorry, go back again.
If you work in a team, you've got. If you work in a team, you've got to try Monday.
Sorry about that. 1 second. Let me just fast forward this. 1 second, please. I just want you to just see this.
Go to monday.com and manage.
Okay. Now, sorry about that.
With the second.
Is it the responsibility of the military alone? It's the responsibility of everybody to keep alert and find safety when necessary. But we shouldn't be cowards. At times, the banditry will only come with about 3 rounds of ammunition. When they fire shot, everybody runs. In our younger days, we stand to fight any aggression coming to us. I don't know why people are running away from mano, thing like that. They should stand and let these people know that even the villagers, they have the competence and capability to defend themselves. But our own duty is to ensure no Nigerian is hurt and we're capable of protecting the integrity of this nation.
Did you hear what he said? Our own responsibility is to ensure that no Nigerian is hurt. But then you're telling us to defend ourselves. You can't have it both ways. You either defend Nigerians, defend our border, ensure that the army are funded to protect instead of paying 800 million naira to terrorists. You either do that, make sure the army is funded and the people are protected and keep out the terrorists instead of inviting Fulani terrorists into the country. Tell them to come. This is their country now. You're telling us. And the integrity of Nigeria you're trying to talk about is trying to make sure that you take the land away from Southerners. We need to be very clear about this. This guy, they are the ones sponsoring terrorism. They are sponsoring Miyetti Allah. They are sponsoring Fulani terrorists. They are sponsoring Boko Haram. The government of Nigeria are the ones sponsoring all those 3 killing terrorist groups, and they've refused to proscribe them, and that's the evidence we need. So when he comes and talks about this, they are talking absolute nonsense. Let's listen on.
And they will continue to do it even though we are so stretched.
Are you supporting the use of firearms by citizens?
It's an issue where probably even in the developed countries, they are still debating on it, whether to continue or not. But I don't advise Nigeria to start using firearms.
Can you see? Can you see? Defend yourself, but don't use firearms. Can you see? Now, the very fact that he's admitted that they failed, because asking the people to defend themselves in their land means that the government has failed. And that means that you as a citizen, I'm going to give you another section, on top of section 14.2a, which talks about the security and welfare of the people shall be the primary purpose of government. I want every citizen to know this. You have a right to life, and you have a right to defend that life. And no one's life shall be intentionally taken. No one. That means that you have the right to defend yourself. It says so in our constitution. I'm going to take you straight there. Section 33. Go with me now. I'm going to go right up there. And I want you to understand 33. Let me see. Is it 33? I believe it is 33. Let me just check. Yep, 33. Now, I'm going to highlight it to you, and I want you to see that. Please, when you get this message, I'm not going to stay too long because I just want us to know the killings have gone on long enough in our communities because the government has, by their own admission, admitted that they cannot protect us, so they're asking us to defend ourselves. You heard it from the lips of that minister. That minister openly admitted that they failed in protecting Nigerians. But when they ask him, are we allowed to defend ourselves? Oh, we don't advise Nigerians to walk around with guns. Because the government are the ones giving AK-47. They're giving AK-47 to Fulani terrorists to kill us in our land. We must defend ourselves. Section 33 says, every person has a right to life, and no one shall be deprived intentionally of his life. Right now, they are intentionally depriving us of our life, and we have the right to defend ourselves by any means necessary. by any means necessary. That means we vigilante groups, any weapon that we can use to defend ourselves. We're not attacking anybody. But when they come to attack us in our own towns, in our own villages, in our own homes, we must gather together, defend ourselves, defend our lives, defend our women, defend our farmers, our crops. We must defend it. This man, this minister, let me find out the minister to find out his name, because I'm going to tell you, he just admitted the failure of governance, and that is the reason why we are going for Duduwa nation, Biafra nation, Middle Belt nation, because they have failed to protect the integrity of Nigeria by putting the lives of the citizens at risk. Sovereignty belongs to the people. When you kill the people, that means that you've taken away, you've allowed others to take away their sovereignty. And that's why the people who are there, who are in Yoruba land, who are the Yoruba people in Yoruba land, the Igbos in Igbo land, the Middle Belters in the Middle Belt, you must protect your sovereignty. Your life is your sovereignty, because when you're on your land, nobody can take your land off you. What they're trying to do is to take your land off you and keep that place secure for themselves. We're not having any more of this. Now, let me just get you that information. Let me just see. Minister tells Nigerians to defend themselves. Let me see. Let me just get his name out. I want to get his name out. To get his name, Nigerians to defend themselves. I want to get his name out. Is it Mongunu? I'm not sure if it is. To defend themselves. And then when they ask him, can you carry weapons? Oh, no, you shouldn't carry weapons. But Mietela can carry AK-47s. Can you hear that? Eh? So Mietela can carry AK-47. But you cannot, as a citizen, as a Yoruba man, as an Igbo man, you cannot carry weapons. Really? Let me see. Now. Yeah, General Bashir Magashi. Major General Bashir Magashi is telling you that they have failed. Let me play it to you again for those who are missing it. Major General, let me see if I can get his name here. Can I get his name there for you? And I want to see, because I want that name to be there so you know what is being done here. This is a rape. This is a rape that we mustn't accept. Let's have a look. If I can find it, can I do that? No, not that one. I don't want that one. I want it's not on. 1 second, please. Is that it? I can't see it. Not that one. Not that one. Okay. Just for sake of what I'm trying to do here, I'll be very quick about this. I want to put his name up there because it's important to make sure. So you will see his name come up now. Just give me a minute. I'm just trying to make his name. You will see his name come up. And we mustn't allow this nonsense. This is incredibly annoying to hear them talk about this in this manner and think they can just get away with it. We can't accept that nonsense. So now, I'm going to do this. Major General Defense Minister. Yeah, let me see. Get his name out. Important that we get all these facts out because this is nonsense. It's utter nonsense. Sheer injustice. It is incredible that a minister will come and say that to you and expect you to accept it. It's not here. Sorry, 1 second, please. I'm just trying to find something. Okay. Okay, and I'm to find it. Okay, let me just go this way. Don't worry. I'm going to type his name up for you. Minister of Defense, Major General Bashir Magashi. Here you go. So he's retired. Can you hear this nonsense? So let me just put this up here. No, it's not there. Where is it then? I just did it just now. Okay, 1 second, please. Give me a minute. Don't quite know what's happened there. Not that one. Give me a minute, please. Paste. Okay. Now I'm going to do this quickly. So you will see it come up. So I'm going to put Major General Defense Minister. So it's a defense minister, Nigeria's defense minister. So you can see, I wanted you to see that name because it's very important. You see? Oh, come on. Sorry about this. I don't quite know what's going on here, but I haven't got too much time. So let me just do one more thing and I'll get it right. Hopefully it will work. Okay. I'm not too sure what's going on here, but we will get there. I don't seem to be able to get that ready at the minute. I don't know why. Anyway, what I will do is I want to just remember his name. I will try one more time. I don't quite know what's gone on there. That shouldn't be happening. That should not be happening like it is, but sometimes when you're trying to do something, you can't quite get there. And I don't know quite why. Well, there we go. Okay, I've got it now. 1 second. I just want you need to be able to have that information. It's very important. It's very important to be able to have that information. So now that we got this back, we got that back. Now let's put this there again. Let's do this and then put it here. Let's do this. Just bear with me, please. I know it's a bit it can be a bit bitty. So where is this one now? Okay. Now we're gonna do this. Let me just put Major General. Now listen to this now. Come in. Bashir Magashi. There we go. Okay, so now. So I'm going to play all of that back to you, and I want you to follow it. Let's see if we can do this. So now we have a text. Now I want to play what he said. This is what he said. The bit I want you to play is this bit. I want you to hear this bit here. Listen to this bit here. Listen. This is the Nigerian Minister of Defense. Listen.
To ensure no Nigerian is hurt and we're capable of. They have the competence and capability to defend.
Let's play everything.
Is it the responsibility of the military alone? It's the responsibility of everybody to keep alert and find safety when necessary. But we shouldn't be cowards. At times, the banditry will only come with about 3 rounds of ammunition. When they fire shot, everybody runs. In our younger days, we stand to fight any aggression coming to us. I don't know why people are running away from mano, thing like that. They should stand and let these people know that even the villagers, they have the competence and capability to defend themselves. But our own duty is to ensure no Nigerian is hurt and we're capable of pretending.
How can you tell us that your duty is to make sure that no Nigerian is hurt? So you are admitting that section 14.2a is right, and you have failed in that job. You have failed because you are asking us to come and defend ourselves. 14.2a, if I remind you, I will remind you. 14.2b, sorry. 14.2b states, it is hereby declared that the security and welfare of the people shall be the primary purpose of governance. So you can see, I put it there. You can see it there. Let me see. Is this it? Yeah, you can see, yeah. So the security and welfare of the purpose of the people shall be the primary purpose of government. And this government has failed in that job. They failed. They have failed totally. Now let's listen on to the end and I will tell you what the steps you need to take as citizens right now. Citizens in the South. Every citizen in the South right now, you need to take steps and you can defeat these guys. There's only 10 million of these Fulanis in our country. There's at least 150 million Yorubas and Igbos combined together. And we can take them down. We need to organize ourselves. Because they are killing us in our own towns, in our cities, in our villages. They're killing our farmers. Enough of this. And the government is openly admitting that they are telling us to defend ourselves. Listen on.
Protecting the integrity of this nation.
They want to protect the integrity of the nation. That means that they want the land without you in it. It's important we understand this. They want the land. Now, Nigeria, the land that belongs to Southerners, they want to take the land, but they don't want the Southerners in it. So they want to kill as many of us and enslave the rest of us. We must resist it. There's no integrity. There is no integrity if you fail to protect the lives of the citizens. Let me be very clear. There is no integrity where you fail to protect the lives of the citizens of that nation. You have no border. Your border is, you have no border if you fail to protect the citizens. If you allow people to come in, this is by your own doing. You've asked your Fulani brothers to come into Nigeria, and you have to live with the consequences. We are going to push you back to the north. You can keep the name Nigeria in the north. We Yorubas and Igbos and Middle Beltans, we are going to break away from contractual Nigeria. This is sickening. Major General Bashir Magashi is retired. He's talking. This has exposed. He's now giving us the power to defend ourselves. Listen.
And I will continue to do it, even though we are so stretched.
You see, even though we are so stretched, and you are refusing to fund our army. Let me see if I can find you an army officer. Let me find you an army officer. How do I do this? How do I do this? 1 second. Whilst he's saying that, to give you conclusive proof, the army are telling us that they are not being funded. Let me see. I saw this thing yesterday and I kept it, but I hope I've got it somewhere. Oh man. There's so much information that one has to try and get hold of and grasp of, that sometimes you don't necessarily get all the information out there. Do beg your pardon. I'll see if I can find it. There is an army officer, which I hope I can find. Give me a minute, please. This is important information. That's why I'd rather take the time to make sure I get it for you and make sure that you can have it, have it so that you can be able to access it and listen and find it out and hear what is being said by the army officer. I recorded it yesterday and I was moved. I was like, wow, this is crazy. These guys are not being funded. They are not. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Can I see it here? No. 1 second, please. I'm just going to try and find. Let me just find that information for you. I can even do something here quickly. Let me see if I can go on here. I'll do one. Let me just get something up quickly. So now, let me do. I'm going to do this quickly. If I can find it, I'll get it out. I just want to hear this thing. Let me see if I can find it. Yeah, look. Listen to this now. In fact, let me just type in General Adeniyi. In fact, I'm going to do that now. I'm going to do that now. Now, 1 second. To tell us, to prove to you that this government is a failed governance, and they are the ones behind. They are the ones behind funding and encouraging terrorism, and they want us to remain defenseless. Listen to this. Let me see if I can get this video. Can I get this out for you? Is there a way I can do this? Not that one. Here we go. Okay. I'm gonna just give me a minute. Now I'm gonna quickly just do this. Just give me a minute. I will get it to you. I'm just trying to get 1 or 2 things done so you can see it. Forgive me if it's a little bit, what's the word? Now, no. Here we go. Now you're going to listen to Major General Adeniyi for a few minutes to counter what this man is saying. They say, oh, they are stretched. They are not stretched. Because General Adeniyi was asking for equipment and they failed to provide that equipment. General Adeniyi was asking for equipment and the Nigerian military flatly, in fact, he was demoted for exposing the fact that they have no equipment. Listen to this. And that should tell you everything you need to know about that. These guys are lying to us. They are lying to us. And I want you to be very aware of that. That's why I wanted to bring this to your attention. Let me put this here, and I'll stand here so you can still see me. Now, we're going to play it. Listen, it's only like 3 minutes, 26 long. I hope you don't mind. Here we go. Listen to General Adeniyi. Listen.
No, Commander. You didn't see them. It's indiscipline that is causing problems. Everybody, put your weapon on safety so that you don't hire your friend. Say it, Commander. Yes,
listen. Watch. Somebody is crying now. That's a Southern officer.
It's not the time to cry. Look at me.
Listen now, listen.
Good morning, sir. I'm standing here with Sector 2 Commander. The armed helicopter have just come over our head. The instruction I gave them, anything moving, they should engage it because most of my gun trucks are not moving. Like I said earlier, we are with the leading MRAPs and the 3 battalions are fighting and deployed. Nobody is running. But what we have here, I will give you some estimates to guide your good decision, sir.
You see?
Boko Haram has fired more than 100 mortar bombs at us. They have fired more than 80 to 100 RPGs at us. In addition to more than 8 to 10 gun trucks from every side since yesterday, we have not run, and the soldiers are not misbehaving or disobeying orders. We have casualties. I will come and see you in person on what we need to do, but we are not running. Neither is any soldier misbehaving or running. Sir, if you can look at that, that's one of our MRAP tire that is not run flat.
Can you see? Can you see?
We have used more than 20 MRAP tires here.
You see?
That's another.
That is the federal government of Nigeria deliberately ensuring that the Nigerian army don't have the appropriate equipment to be able to confront and defeat Boko Haram. You heard it from a general. He said, I'll talk to you afterwards. He was trying to encoded language. He's saying we haven't got the right equipment to prosecute this war. And you're not providing us with the right equipment or the manpower or the resource we need. And this is an open, that's why he was sacked, because he exposed that lie. He exposed that fact. He exposed the fact. Listen on.
Sir, we have changed close to 250 Hilux tires.
250 Hilux tires. When you are prosecuting fighting Boko Haram, you don't need to spend time changing tires. The tire should be of highest quality grade to make sure that the army is moving forward, rolling forward. This is incredible. They deliberately did this because they want Boko Haram to overrun the entire nation. They want to take the nation. And this man here, this defense minister, the fact that he's come on there to say this, I'm bringing you back to this point so you know that the Nigerian government and the Nigerian military and in fact the entire armed forces, they are engaged in opening and giving Boko Haram, Miyetti Allah, Fulani terrorists the free access to kill unhindered, and they want the people not to be able to defend themselves. We mustn't accept it. We mustn't. Listen on.
Due to the terrain, this is what we are facing in the Timbuktu Triangle, sir. But we are not running. We are fighting as a system, and we are doing our best to contain the situation and to achieve your mission, sir.
Here our troops injured.
You see? That's the troops injured, though. But they won't talk about that. They are not giving them the right equipment. They're not feeding them enough. Even some of them are even have to buy their clothes. And when they die, their family don't get money.
Good morning, sir.
You see?
General Adeniyi. Sir, the soldiers are not running. The 3 battalions are standing and fighting, though we have casualties. The intelligence assessment concerning the
You see? Listen.
Timbuktu Triangle is very wrong, sir.
You see?
Since yesterday, we have been met by very strong resistance, more than pockets of Boko Haram.
They are sending our military. They said the intelligence assessment is very wrong. What does that mean? It means that our army was sent in deliberately, under-equipped to combat against Boko Haram. Bad equipment, bad information, bad the preparedness of the army, and the military not having equipment to properly prosecute. This as all of the people who are leaders of, and including that General Bashir Magashi, should all be facing war crimes because they've left thousands of Nigerian Nigerian military officials and Nigerian personnel fighting to protect our borders. They've left them, at the mercy of the Boko Haram to kill as they want. And this is where this man, this General Bashir Magashi, retired. He's talking absolute nonsense, and we shouldn't accept this. What we need to do, we have the right to defend ourselves, and I'll come back to that. Let me just see if I can place to the end.
This morning, from every flank, not less than 15 gun trucks are facing us.
You hear?
These people have fired more than 100 RPG at us, and have fired several mortar at us. And they have fired more than 100 RPGs and so many mortars on us. This is the true situation, sir. I'm here on the ground. This is General Buba here, sir. No any general is running or not leading the men. Sir, look at this soldier. They are not running away. Neither is any of them afraid. We are good to go, but here, now these things are working against us.
Yes.
Thank you, sir.
So, you heard from the general, and he was subsequently demoted by the Nigerian government. And this is a general that has told them that given the right equipment, he can prosecute this war. But they made sure, because he exposed this, they demoted him. And these are the reasons. So those of you who are speaking One Nigeria, can you see? The One Nigeria are telling you that they can't defend you in your land. They say, and they're telling you not to have to defend yourself. Listen, don't take my word for it. Listen to this. Listen to him. Let me go back again. Listen to him.
To do it, even though we are so stretched.
You see?
Are you supporting the use of firearms by citizens?
It's an issue where probably even in the developed countries, they are still debating on it, whether to continue or not. But I don't advise Nigeria to start using firearms for personal use.
Did you hear that? Did you hear that? So he doesn't advise Nigerians to start using firearms for personal use. But listen, they've just opened something now. Let me go and get you one more video of Governor Bala Mohammed of Bauchi. Let me get you that video because he's not going to get away with stating that and not get a comeback. No way. Now, Governor Bala Mohammed. Let me just get it out for you. See? AK-47 for terrorists, but they call them codedly Fulani herdsmen. Here we go. Listen to this. Oh, listen to this. Listen. Listen now, listen.
I will tell you something that I told my colleagues about the herders and farmers clashes in Nigeria. You have seen what our colleagues in the southwest are doing, and some of them from the southeast. Some of us told them with all modesty and humility, you are wrong. But the person that is most wrong is the governor of Benue State.
Can you hear this one?
My father and my colleague, Governor Otto. He started all this.
Can you hear him?
You don't accommodate other tribes. We are also accommodating your tribes in Bauchi and other places. We have so many chief people working in farming in Alkaleri, farming in Tafawa Balewa, farming in Bogoro. Has anybody told them to go? We have not, because it's their own inalienable right to be there. We have Yoruba people in Bauchi for over 150 years, even before the birth of Nigeria. Nobody has talking to them. Some of them have become permanent secretaries in Gombe, in Bauchi, and in Borno. And now, because a Fulani man is practicing the tradition of transhumance, pastoralism, he has been exposed to the vagaries of the forest, the animals, and now the cattle rustlers who carry guns, kill him and take away his commonwealth, that is the cows. He had no option but to carry AK-47 because the society and the government are not protecting him.
Listen to that now. Let me play that back again. I want you to hear that. Listen very well. Listen very well. Listen.
He had no option but to carry AK-47 because the society and the government are not protecting him.
Can you hear that? Now, let's go and listen back to General Bashir Magashi, retired, to listen to the nonsense he said now. To the people, Governor Bala Muhammad is telling everybody it's okay for Fulani terrorists. They are terrorists. Let's call them what they are. To carry AK-47 in the bushes, in towns, to say so-called protect their animals. But listen to this general. Listen to this general. When we ask him, when they ask him, listen now, listen.
And they will continue to do it, even though we are stretched.
Are you supporting the use of firearms by citizens?
It's an issue where probably even in the developed countries, they are still debating on it, whether to continue or not. But I don't advise Nigeria to start using firearms.
You see that? Let me play that bit again. I'm going to do something now. I'm going to go and play you what Bala Muhammad, the governor of Bauchi State, said. Listen very carefully. I am telling every Southerner, listen, you have the right to defend yourself. Governor Bala, if he can tell them that the Fulani terrorists can walk around with AK-47, then so can we in the South. This minister and Bala, they are telling us two different things. Speaking from both sides of the mouth, and they are trying to favor the Fulanis to make us not protect ourselves. We mustn't accept it. Listen to what the this man said now. Listen to what Bala said. I'm going to go 1 second, please. Let me just do this for you so you can hear it. And then I'll play 1 second now.
Government are not protecting him.
No, here we go.
Kill him and take away his commonwealth, that is the cows. He had no option but to carry AK-47 because.
Right, so he has no option but to carry AK-47. You all heard that. Listen now.
Commonwealth, that is the cows. He had no option but to carry AK-47.
You can all hear that. He has no other option. Now, let's go to the minister. Listen to what the minister says now about citizens, i.e. Southerners to you and me. That's what they mean. It's all code. It's all code. Listen to this.
But I don't advise Nigeria to start using firearms for personal use.
Did you hear that? Did you hear that? Let me hear. Play it again. Here, listen.
But I don't advise Nigeria to start using firearms for personal use.
So let's go back again. I want you to hear it one more time.
But I don't advise Nigeria to start using firearms for personal use.
Did you hear that? So, it is okay for Fulani terrorists, dressed as herdsmen to walk around with AK-47 to protect their own animals and cattle. But it is not okay for the people to defend themselves in their land. Did you hear that? Did you hear that? Well, I'm telling you this now. There's two things you need to bear in mind. Number one, the government has failed in its duty to protect the lives of the citizens. And here is the evidence. 14.2b states clearly, 2b, and I'm highlighting it for you to read. 14.2b states clearly. There we go. Look at that. The security and welfare of the people shall be the primary purpose of government. And by this government, they failed. They failed, and it wasn't even a failure. They deliberately have engineered it to allow Fulani terrorists, Boko Haram, Miyetti Allah, to be walking around with AK-47 and killing us. For that reason, because they failed, they've made sure that they failed to uphold the constitution. There is no, Nigeria has no integrity. There is no longer a nation. We are no longer a nation. They are trying to take it over and make it a sultanate. We're not interested in that. If they want to make it a sultanate, they can do that in Iowa land, but not with Yoruba land, Igbo land, or Middle Belt land. We must say a flat rejecting no, 100%. Listen to this now. Section 33. Because they failed to do that, every person has a right to life, and no one shall be intentionally deprived of his life. What the government is doing by telling you that, oh, they don't advocate you walking around with firearms to protect yourself. Damn it, how dare he say that? Listen to the last bit of it. Listen. To tell you that we must protect ourselves. Listen.
Or not. But I don't advise Nigeria to start using firearms for personal use. Is it the responsibility?
So I don't advise.
But I don't advise Nigeria to start using firearms for personal use.
So it is, you don't advise Nigerians to start using firearms for personal use, but it is okay for Fulani terrorists dressed as herdsmen to carry AK-47. Can you see the injustice here? Those of you screaming one Nigeria, do you understand? This is a Nigerian minister telling you this. And a Nigerian governor, Bala Mohammed, a northerner, telling you that he's encouraging the Fulani terrorists who are dressed as cattle herders to carry AK-47. Can you see? One Nigeria is finished. We need to understand that. If they want to keep the name Nigeria in the north, let them keep it. But we in the south, our job is to protect our people. And I wanted to state that here. Let me just, I don't know what happened there. 1 second, please. I just don't want it. Oh, no, I don't know what happened there. 1 second. Is that it? No. Yeah, that's the one I wanted. Sorry. So now, I wanted to just show you, because it's very important. So, that's Bala Mohammed. He's telling you it's okay for Fulani terrorists dressed up as herder. It's okay for them to carry AK-47. But the minister is telling you as a citizen, oh, we don't want you walking around with firearms. And you say we are one Nigeria. So it's okay. The people that are walking with firearms are the ones that they want to be in Nigeria. The ones that they don't want to carry guns, you and me, are the ones they want out of Nigeria or enslaved. I don't want to say any more than this. The evidence is right before you. I've given you the information. Section 14.2b. The duty of the government is to ensure the safety and security of the citizens. Here we go. Let me just read it to you one final time before I go, because I don't want to say anymore. We need to defend ourselves. This man, by failing to provide us with protection, we have the right to defend ourselves with weapons because the government of the day has refused. They are point blank refusing. And it says here, the security and welfare of the people shall be the primary purpose of government. The security and welfare of the people shall be the primary purpose of government. And if the government fails to do that, when the government fails to do this, it is your duty to what? To protect your life and defend your life. It is you have the right under Section 33. Every person has a right to life, and no one shall be intentionally deprived of his life. So when the minister, retired Bashir Magashi tells you, oh, we don't want Nigerians to walk around with guns, That is the way to try and make us open to the Fulani attacks. And we shouldn't accept it. Listen to his words. These are his words. This goes against the constitution. Listen. Listen to his words.
But I don't advise Nigeria to start using firearms for personal use.
You see, I don't advise Nigerians to start using firearms for personal use. This is not personal use. You as a government, Fulani government, have failed to provide protection, and the citizens under Section 33, we have a right to life, and we have a right to protect that life, as no one shall be intentionally deprived of his life. Please share this broadcast. Very, very important information is here. And use this information to galvanize every southern community, village, town, city. Defend yourselves. Defend yourselves. Defend yourselves. Because Nigerian government are leaving you open to attacks by the Fulani terrorists. Defend yourself. Defend yourself. Please subscribe to us on Citizen AY, the platform where we speak truth to power. And I urge you all, please share this broadcast. Make it go viral. Talk about this. We are being killed every day. Every town in the south is being attacked. They're orchestrating busloads of Fulani terrorists to go in and kill with AK-47 and everything else. Some of them are being caught. We need to do much more. And the governors of the south, it's time for you to realize we are at war. This is an undeclared war, and we need to protect our people. I urge you all, please, this is not a joke. Read the comments. Listen. If you doubt what I'm saying, just listen to the words of the minister and listen to the words of Bala Mohammed. Bala Mohammed is telling Fulani terrorists and herders, it's okay to carry AK-47, but the minister is telling us that we Southerners, we cannot carry any weapons to protect ourselves. I don't advocate for Nigerians to walk around with firearms for personal use. So what is the use? Is that not personal use? Is the AK-47 being carried by the Fulani terrorists? Is that not for personal use? Is that not? Ladies and gentlemen, there's no one Nigeria. Wake up. There is no one. Wake up. Wake up. Listen, I am so steamed about this. When you're seeing this broadcast, when you finish seeing this, share it. Wake up as many people as you can. We are at war. The government of Nigeria is declaring war on its own citizens. And this, you had the evidence. They tell us they don't want us to have our own personal weapons for personal use. But they are advocating for AK-47 for Fulani terrorists to use as personal use against the citizens. Can you see that? Please share this broadcast. You've been watching Citizen AY, the platform where we speak truth to power. Thank you for watching. Please share this broadcast. Very important information. Make it go viral. Really important. Make it go viral. And I might come back and do a live about it later on because we need to dissect this. But you got important information. Section 14.2b. It shall be the duty of government to provide safety and security for the citizens. In words to that effect. Let me just see if I can give you the exact words. I want to be very, very factual when I'm talking about this. Now, so I'm just going to go 14.2b. 14.2b, I want to read that one more time. The state shall provide safety and security. It shall be the duty. Let me go. 14.2b. So, the security and welfare of the people shall be the main purpose of government. The security and welfare of the people shall be the main purpose of government. And this government, they don't make it their main purpose. They're exposing citizens to death by denying them the right to protect themselves. Don't take my word for it. Your minister said, the minister that told you, defend yourself. Listen, in two mouths, listen. He said here.
In our younger days, we stand to fight any aggression coming to us. I don't know why people are running away from mano, thing like that. They should stand and let these people know that even the villagers, they have the competence and capability to defend themselves.
Now, you see that now? Now listen to this bit now. Listen to this bit. Listen to this bit. Listen.
Debating on it, whether to continue or not. But I don't advise Nigeria to start using firearms for personal use.
So, he's telling you defend yourself. But when it comes to us having arms, no, I don't advise Nigerians to start using weapons for personal arms for personal use. Can you see that? Can you see that they are trying to leave us in harm's way to take over the land? Southerners, we are at war. This is an undeclared war, and we need to form vigilante groups. We'll have more discussion. Protect yourself with everything you've got. Do not wait Do not listen to this. They are leaving us open. They are arming AK. They are giving Fulani terrorists who are dressed as herders AK-47 to come and kill us in the south. Don't wait. You have the right to defend your life and those of your family under Section 33. No one shall intentionally be deprived of his life, and you have that right to defend it. You have the right to life. Defend your life. Defend your life. Defend your property. Defend your country. Not your country. Defend defend your land. As an Igbo man, Yoruba man, defend your land. Middle Belt, defend your land. Defend your farmers. Defend yourself with everything you got, because this government is funding AK-47 for Fulani terrorists to come and kill us. Defend yourself. Thank you very much for watching. Talk soon. Bye.